There are days when connecting with your inner world feels natural, almost magical. Moments when closing your eyes, breathing, and hearing your own inner voice is as simple as letting yourself flow. But there are also days when that simple gesture feels like a battle, and that's exactly what I want to talk to you about. Why listening to your inner self is sometimes so hard. Why there are moments when your mind shakes, resists, and seems to shut you down. Because even when it doesn't look like it, you're not alone in that experience. It happens to all of us. The reason why connecting with your essence feels demanding is not because you're weak or because you lack faith in yourself. It's because that act, so small on the outside, is not just an inner conversation. It's a deep movement, emotional, energetic, a movement that awakens parts of you that don't always cooperate. Inside every person there is a constant conflict. One part longing for peace, clarity, expansion, and another clinging to what's familiar. Noise, distraction, mental fatigue. That inner resistance is real, and it's the reason why some days everything flows, and others, even breathing calmly, feels heavy. But here comes something powerful. That difficulty doesn't mean your inner connection isn't working. It doesn't mean no one hears you. It doesn't mean your energy isn't moving. In fact, many times when it seems like nothing is happening, that's when the most is happening. Think for a moment about all the times you've tried to calm your mind. You breathe deeply. You try to clear your thoughts. You release emotions. And still, you feel silence, blockage, a heavy weight inside you. If you've ever been in that space, I want you to know something. That sensation is not failure. It's transition. In the emotional, energetic, and spiritual world, without any religious labels, there are two realities: what you can see and what you cannot, what you feel and what you're still unable to perceive. When you enter deep introspection, you begin to move energy, memories, emotions, old beliefs, and that movement creates resistance, not because something bad is happening, but because you're touching inner layers that have been asleep, tense, or suppressed for a long time. That's why connecting with yourself can feel hard. That's why it feels heavy. And that's why, even if you don't notice it, you're moving forward. There are 3 fundamental lessons to understand this process. Lesson 1, what you express from the heart is always heard. Each time you take a moment to feel yourself, to speak honestly, to release what hurts, or to ask for clarity, your energy responds. You don't need complex rituals or perfection. The simple act of pausing already opens a space of real connection. The impact may not be immediate, but it always begins the very moment you try. Lesson 2, resistance is part of the process, not a sign that you're failing. When you decide to change the way you think, when you decide to heal, when you choose clarity, your oldest inner patterns don't understand what's happening, and they resist. They distract you. They make you doubt. They bring you fatigue. They fill your mind with noise, not because they hold power over you, but because they're used to the old way, to surviving, not evolving. That internal clash is normal. It's part of growth. And every time you continue, resistance loses strength. Lesson 3, clarity comes to the one who insists, not to the one who gives up. Some inner processes take time, sometimes days, sometimes weeks, not because life ignores you, but because your energy is reorganizing itself, releasing weight, moving what needs to move to make space for the new. Clarity rarely shows up on the first attempt. It comes when your persistence opens a space that used to be full of noise. It comes when you keep searching, even when you feel nothing. It comes when you refuse to give up. And now, I want to guide you into a deep declaration, a moment of connection with yourself, with no religion, no labels, just you and your energy. Take a slow breath in. Feel it enter your body. Exhale gently and repeat within yourself or softly out loud. Today I choose to listen to myself. Today I choose to open space for me. My mind is learning to soften. My energy falls into place. My clarity is on its way, even if I can't see it yet. I trust my process. I trust my growth. I trust my inner voice. Today, you choose to move forward. Today, you choose to insist on yourself. Today, you choose not to quit. Because on the other side of your consistency lies your clarity, your strength, your purpose, your peace. Keep showing your inner world that you're here. Keep insisting. Keep breathing. Keep seeking yourself. The connection that feels hard today will become your refuge tomorrow. And the silence you feel now will turn into an answer that transforms your life. Before you go, I want to invite you into something special. Here, we're building a different kind of space. A community of people who don't just repeat words, but feel them, breathe them, and let them transform them from within. Here, we don't speak like machines. We speak from presence, from energy, from intention. If this message stirred something in you, if something inside you woke up, subscribe now. Join this community of souls who speak to life with purpose, with warmth, with clarity. Because when you truly feel what you say, life responds in a completely different way.